What happened during an elaborate Roman funeral procession? Have you ever wondered what a grand farewell looked like in ancient Rome? The elaborate funeral processions were not just events. They were a spectacle of respect and honor for the deceased. These processions were especially magnificent for the wealthy and influential, but even simpler funerals followed a structured format. Before the procession began, the body was carefully washed and anointed by close relatives. It was then placed on a funeral bed, often surrounded by flowers to mask any unpleasant odors. Friends and family had the opportunity to pay their respects over several days leading up to the procession. Typically, the procession took place at night, with torches lighting the way. Musicians played mournful tunes to set the tone, and professional mourners, known as prefecti, followed closely behind. These mourners were hired to lament and sing funeral songs, showcasing the wealth and status of the deceased. As the procession moved along, actors wearing ancestral masks, called imagines, would join in. These actors impersonated the ancestors of the deceased, emphasizing the importance of honoring one's lineage in Roman culture. This practice highlighted the deep respect Romans had for their ancestors and the afterlife. The body was transported on a bier, which is a bed-like tray. The family of the deceased followed closely behind, marking the end of the procession. For wealthier families, the presence of professional mourners and actors was more pronounced, indicating their social standing. These funeral processions served a dual purpose. They were a public display of wealth and social status, with the number of professional mourners and the grandeur of the procession reflecting the deceased standing in society. Additionally, the inclusion of ancestral masks underscored the Roman belief in the importance of honoring ancestors. According to ancient laws, all Roman bodies had to be buried outside the city. This practice was strictly followed, with few exceptions. In the context of everyday life in ancient Rome, these elaborate funeral processions were not merely a way to honor the dead. They reinforced social hierarchies and cultural traditions, providing families with a public platform to demonstrate their wealth and influence. In summary, the elaborate funeral processions of ancient Rome were a blend of respect, cultural significance, and social display. They reflected the values of Roman society and the deep connections to family and ancestry that were so important to the people of that time.